A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, a federal appeals court has sided with the Trump administration, allowing the termination of temporary protected status, TPS, for over 60,000 migrants from Honduras, Nicaragua, and Nepal. This ruling comes as a unanimous decision from a three-member panel of judges on the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, which granted an emergency stay pending appeal against a lower court's order that had previously blocked the administration's move to eliminate these protections. The TPS program was initially established to provide relief to individuals from countries experiencing humanitarian crises, such as natural disasters or armed conflict. In this case, Hondurans and Nicaraguans were granted TPS status following the devastation caused by Hurricane Mitch in 1998, while Nepalese migrants received similar protections after a catastrophic earthquake in 2015. The ruling allows the Trump administration to proceed with its plan to revoke the legal status of approximately 7,000 Nepalese migrants whose TPS designations expired on August 5th, as well as 51,000 Hondurans and 3,000 Nicaraguans whose protections are set to expire on September 8th. The court's decision has sparked outrage among immigrant rights advocates, who argue that the administration's actions are unlawful and racially motivated. Jessica Bunsell, an attorney with the National Day Labor Organization, condemned the ruling, stating, "The Trump administration is systematically de-documenting immigrants who have lived lawfully in this country for decades, raising U.S. citizen children, starting businesses, and contributing to their communities." The dispute began when U.S. District Judge Trina L. Thompson issued a ruling on July 31, 2025, temporarily halting the termination of TPS while the case was reviewed. In her order, Judge Thompson criticized the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem for allegedly acting with racial bias and failing to consider the ongoing dangers facing migrants in their home countries. However, the appeals court's recent ruling has effectively overturned Thompson's order, allowing the administration to move forward with its deportation plans. Secretary Noem has previously argued that TPS was intended to be a temporary measure and that the conditions in Honduras, Nicaragua, and Nepal have since improved, warranting the removal of protections. Critics, however, point to ongoing political instability and natural disasters as reasons to maintain TPS for these vulnerable populations. The Trump administration's aggressive approach to immigration has raised concerns among advocates who fear that the elimination of TPS could lead to mass deportations and further destabilization of families and communities. As the legal battle continues, the National TPS Alliance, which represents affected migrants, is considering escalating the case to the U.S. Supreme Court in hopes of reversing the appeals court's decision. Meanwhile, the Honduran government has expressed disappointment over the ruling, emphasizing the need for a legal avenue for its citizens to remain in the U.S. The next hearing in this case is scheduled for November 18, 2025, as advocates and migrants alike await the outcome of this critical legal fight. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.